years, pagkauban mi, nintabang ko nila, why kondisyon, why bayad. Every month or so, we go to their house and we have dinner private. So kanang walo rami kapook, ang duha ka mag-asawa, I mean si Bongbong Marcos o si Lisa Marcos plus unong mga technical people. Out of that 8, duha raming magsigarilyo. Si Lisa ra ug ako. So every time she feels the urge to smoke, she would pat me back and, tara na, punta na tayo dun sa garden. So doon we talk a lot. So, I know her and how her mind works. So, one time, after Bongbong Marcos filed his certificate of candidacy, she called me to the office dito sa Ore. Ingon siya nako, pwede ba mga to ka sa headquarters, bisan twice a week lang? Ingon ko sa, no problem, I'll be there. I've been supporting you for the last 6 years. Sa, magkano ibabayad ko sa'yo? Sabi ko, no, you don't have to pay me. I've been helping you for 6 years. You didn't pay me a single peso. Why should I collect from you now? Sa, sige, basta pag nanalo tayo, gagawin kitang commissioner ng COMELEC para malinis yung election system. Tapos gagawin kitang chairman. So, tapos na yung agreement namin. I held to my end of the bargain. But sometime in March 2022, kasagsagan ng kampanya ito, I had a meeting with Lisa Marcos na kaming dalawa lang. So when I was called, itong dalawa, si Senior Deputy Executive Secretary Hubert Guevara o si DICT Secretary Ivan Uy, nauna pa sila, makimarites pala. So nauna pa silang dumaan, tas ako, last akong pumasok. Naupo si Hubert there, si Ivan here, si Lisa was here on the opposite side of the conference table. Si Lisa, si Hubert, si Ivan, si Hubert, then ako rito. Hindi niya ako nakita agad. Sabi niya, guys, I have a meeting with the owners of Smartmatic. I need 2 technical guys to be with me. Tapos nung nakita niya ako, but not you, because they hate you so much. Alam ko na, ibibenta ako ng babaeng ito. So true enough, di na siya mutubag sa akong mga text. Kitsapueran ako niya. So, I know that there was something wrong in that election. But I should be very clear. Lisa doesn't like Inday Sara. So I suppose, wa sa'y labot atong iyang agreement with Smartmatic. Why would you need 2 technical guys? Because i-explain sa haon saon pagpikas ang eleksyon. But again, I am very clear, why labot si Inday Sara dini kay di siya gusto kang Inday Sara. Bisan ka itong mga tao nga naa dito sa ilang headquarters, they also didn't like and probably did not support Inday Sara. But I believe Inday Sara won by her own right. Ning daog siya sa iyahang 32 million. Pero, si Bongbong Marcos, I doubt it. Nga ning abot siya 31 million, close to 32 million. Kaya kung tanaw, ligon ang kontra ni Bongbong Marcos, incumbent vice president yun. Mas maraming boto makuha nun. So most likely, mas mababa ang boto ni Bongbong Marcos kaysa kay Inday Sara. That is something they cannot afford. Kasi the people will look up to Inday Sara as the true leader, not the weakling Marcos. Dili ang weakling Marcos, and Lisa knows that very well. Nang iyang bana, weakling. Sabi nga, may isa pa nagsabi, I think si Spokes Harry Robles, sabi niya, lazy. O sino ba ito nagsabi, lazy? Lazy, weakling. She knows that, and she cannot afford na matangtang ang iyang bana because of that. So I think, ang kausap nila sa Smartmatic is, iangat ang boto ni Bongbong para moduol kang Sara Duterte. So that's why, taas o boto si Inday Sara by about 200,000 votes, right? Pero giangat ang iyang boto. Plus, of course, gipanalo ang iyang anak dito sa Ilocos Norte 1st District. But I believe, i-promise na ni Lisa Marcos sa iyang anak, I will make you president one day. The problem is, the son is still young. So kinahanglan niya another one to hold the fort. So given the present constitution, 6 years si Bongit, as she fondly calls him, So kinahanglan niya usa nga musingit para mag-qualify diyang anak by the third term. So all in all, Lisa Marcos will have 18 years of power. So iyang bana for 6 years, si Tambi ang iyang isingit. Pagkatapos ni Tambi, qualified na iyang anak to run for president. That's the agreement I believe with Smartmatic. Ang ipangayon ni Smartmatic is my head. Kay hadlok si Smartmatic na matanggal. Anyway, bisag wa ko na-appointed, natanggal ramang gihapon siya. Diba? So, on the other hand, si Tambi po, nasa ko i-reveal sa inyo ha, for the first time, I've worked with him when I was congressman. Pareho ming first term congressman natong 2007 until 2010. Atong 2010, o padung na sa eleksyon, nakahibalo ko na 10 billion pesos was coursed through him. Kay, naamto siya posisyon sa party. So, gi-course ang 10 billion sa iyaha. So, nangayo ko sa iyaha. And ko, Martin, anyway, we're from the same region. Pwede ba akong humingi siya ng pansimento ng kalsada ko? Kasi lubak-lubak yung kalsada ko sa Biliran. Biliran is an island, north of Leyte, west of Samar, south of Masbate. So, it's a small island wedged between those big islands. So, ingon siya na ako, ayog saba, sa uban. Ko, di lagi ko magsaba. Abi ninyo mga kaigsunan, para kami mga magnanakaw nagtago doon sa gilid ng door ng session hall, sir. Kasi ayaw niya, doon sa session hall, ibigay ko yung letter, yung folder, kasi may request yun, sir, eh. Tapos sabi niya, huwag tayo dyan. Nagtago kami doon sa gilid ng window, ng door, para kami mga magnanakaw doon na nagtago-tago. Tapos binigay ko sa kanya, tinanggap niya. 2 years later, I found out 525 million pesos was released per that request. Pero walay karsadang ning abot sa akong distrito. Ang pangutanan ako kang Tampi, nasa ang 525 million. That's accountability. Oh. Wa pa ninyo na nahibawi. This is the first time nga akong gisulti sa inyo sa katauhan. Oh. Ang tanong ko kay Tampi, nasaan ang 525 million na ni-request ko para sa kalsada ng distrito ko? Na-release yung pera, nawala ang kalsada. Walang dumating doon sa amin. Where did it go, Tampi? Oh. So imagine, there's a lot of hypocrisy in these people. They went after Inday Sara. Yung pala, mas malaki yung sa kanya eh. Remember, that's only 525 yung sa akin. What about the 10B? Baka wala rin dumating doon sa iba. And I think Mr. Tambi should start explaining himself to the public now that it's open, it's right out there. So, balikta kang Lisa. Ako, pirminin ako, paulit-ulit kong sinabi to. Si Bongbong Marcos ay tau-tauhan lang ni Lisa. And these people, I'm not afraid. You know what? Tingnan ninyo. Tinig down nila yung dalawang accounts ni Maharlika. Tinig down nila yung accounts ni Sas. But pinost ko to. Ang post ko is ang sabi ko, don't dare take down my account. Kakalad ka rin talaga, kitang bruha ka sa impyerno. And they did not take down my account. Oh, sinabi ko sa kanya, I posted that. Don't take down, listen or you will regret. Something like that. Yun yung title. Heed or you will regret. Sabi ko, pag tinignan mo yung account ko, kakalag ka rin talaga kitang bruha ka. And actually, I called her a bitch in some of my interviews because she is one. Kaya sabi ko, Lisa, I will be unforgiving, I will be very frank. Hindi ko gagawin to kung hindi ka traitor. Your pamilya mo, traitor talaga. Hindi lang ako ang traitor mo. Imagine, you cut my head and put it on a silver platter kasi tumayaw si Smartmatics in front of you para kang si Herodes. Si Maharlika, ganun din. Nagsuporta yan sa kanila mula pa noong 2016. Tapos pinagpalit ng iba. The same goes with Attorney Vic Rodriguez. Si SMNI is the biggest example. Binigyan sila ng platform nung kampanya, di po ba? Binigyan sila ng platform, alam natin yun. Tapos anong ginawa nila? Ginorgor. To quote the term of Maharlika, ginorgor. Oh. Ito pa si China. You see why ganyan si Xi Jinping? Yung Chinese sa atin? Panahon ni President Duterte, walang water cannon. Di ba? Hindi tayo kinakanyon. Hindi tayo nililiser. But now, ginagawa nila. You see, for 6 years, as far as I know, yung kumpanya ni Lisa Marcos, yung Unified Philippines-China Unified Enterprise, tinulungan sila ng Chinese government doon para magkakomisyon. Tinulungan sila ng Chinese government. Tapos nung nanalo, sinaksak sa likod si China, pumalit kay si Amerika. At binigay pa yung mga bisis natin doon. Just like what Harry Roque said kanina. So syempre, the Chinese government are very angry at them. So ang ibig kong sabihin, yung pagtatraidor, it runs in the blood. Ito kay Inday Sara is also a classic example. Ginamit nila nung eleksyon para manalo sila. Tapos ngayon, ito ang ginagawa nila kay Inday Sara. Would you want that to happen to you? Oh. Itong PI, pwede ring putang ina. Oh, ito pwede ring putang ina. And let's be frank about it. Putang ina naman talaga yan sila. Oh. You see, ito'y pagtataksil sa inyo. Remember, sabi ni Dean Arellano, the Constitution is a social contract between the people and the government. It's actually, sabi ko sa inyo, we surrender most of our rights to the government. In exchange, we get a constitution that circumscribes the power and authority of that government para hindi tayo aabusuhin. Tapos ito, papalusot nila yung PI para mabago yung constitution para mananatili sila sa pwesto. I think yung PI niya is a recognition that Tampi is not going to win anyway. So kailangan nilang baguhin yung konstitusyon para mapanatili yung pag-hold on to power until umabot of age yung anak at maging pangulo. Because prinamis yan ni Lisa sa kanya. And Lisa will get what she wants. Isa sa kanyang mantra sa buhay is, consider it done. Pag sinabi niyang consider it done, gagawin niya ang lahat. Matupad lang yung kanyang pinangako sa iyo. But of course, only if you are still useful to her. The moment you lose your utility, wala ka nang gamit sa kanya, ibalibag ka na. Itapon ka na parang basura. And this is SMNI. Oh, SMNI. Oh. So, nangyari sa iyo, sir. Hindi lang naman sa iyo. Ako, marami tayo. I'm sure maraming biktima sila dito. Now, ito ngayon. Maraming sinabi si Maharlika about corruption. Yung PCSO na palaging nananalo. Ang yung mga malalaki napapanalo, di ba? 1.7 billion ang napanalo sa loob ng isang buwan. Tapos, edited pa yung nanalo. Tapos sabi niya, ito sabi ni Lisa Marcos, di ba? Hi, we love you, Mel. Should I call you Mel? Hi, Mel. Should I call you Melyonario? Sama-sama tayong babangon muli para maging milyonaryo. Tingnan mo, she really has a knack of incriminating herself and others. Sa akin, inamin niya, magkikita sila na may-ari ng Smartmatic. Inayos nila yung eleksyon. Ito naman, pinuking niya si Mel. Magic pala yung nananalo doon sa PCO. Buta ko na doon si Director Sandra Cam, hindi makakalusot si Melyonario. Diba? So are we going to allow them to do that to us? Patuloy ba na, hayaan na lang ba natin sila na manatili sila sa pwesto ng ganyan? Mahal.